everyone, welcome back to my channel.
How was that sound you were doing?
I don't even know. See, if you know what I did, to get this man to say yes,
What did you do?
You get another watch this video, because the things I did to get this, the bribe, the things you don't want to believe, but the emperor, the conqueror, he's finally here. I have been begging him since I started this channel. So let's do something together, you know, that the people want to see you. And he was like, no. Anyway, we're going to get to that. But please, Lebu, introduce yourself.
So you can call me Lebu. But I know your video, Ebuka.
Do you know, he hates when I call his name. He hates when I say Ebuka. I'm like, bro, didn't your father and your mother give you Ebuka?
So you're my father and my mother.
But that's your name now.
What's up?
I'm good. I'm happy to see you here. So with that smile, I answer my questions.
I've actually been smiling.
So don't even annoy me. After begging for so much, don't annoy me. So I'm happy he's here. Do you want to introduce yourself?
As in for who now?
For them now. Some people don't know you. Don't know I have my people that don't know you.
Okay, my name is Ebuka and I'm Cynthia's husband.
Yeah, Cynthia's husband. Check that. So let's get into it. So we're going to start with the usual questions, the couple game thing on TikTok. The one that they will say, oh, who said I love you first? I've been begging this boy, even before YouTube, I've been begging him.
You wanted to play this game.
I was like, do it now. He's like, oh no, it's public display of rubbish. He doesn't do things like that. I said, well, you're here and you must do it.
But how is it their business?
How is their business? It's not their business, but I want to do it. Make me happy by accepting what I want to do.
Yeah, we can do it on top of the chair.
No. Now we're going to do it. Anyway, let's get into it. Who said I love you first?
I did.
Who is messier?
Let me start. That's your middle name.
Who apologizes first after a fight? I'll say you, Sha. Because, now you're debating because you always say I don't say sorry.
So you might not necessarily apologize, but you have a way of apologizing. You don't necessarily say sorry.
Yeah.
You can just come and start talking.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get back to normal without necessarily saying sorry. So that's why I was like, But I definitely say I'm sorry, Mom, definitely. Okay,
who is the funny one? Definitely me. I wanted to be like a comedian prior to in my other life. I think I'm actually hilarious. Like whenever anybody tells me I'm funny, like I just like the person because I'm like, oh my god, you get my jokes. I'm actually funny.
You know the problem with your funniness?
I love my jokes.
People who are funny tell the jokes and let people laugh. You start laughing before you go finish the joke. I'm just like, can we catch the clincher before you start laughing? Who
is more romantic?
I am.
I agree, he's more romantic. Who is more patient?
I am. Jesus Christi.
See, I lack patience in life. Like I'm not patient in, like there is no amount of patience, no ounce of patience in me. Yeah, I need to learn to be patient.
It's in our prayers.
Yeah. Who is the better cook? Obviously me. But let me tell you a story. Ebuka makes a mean noodles. And guess what?
One thing.
I'm literally always begging this man, please make me noodles now.
It's sweet when I make it for myself.
Like, the one thing you can make, you will not even wake up and be like, let me do noodles in bed for this girl. Anyway, who is the grumpier one in the morning? I think you, because you always need coffee to kickstart your... Yeah, probably. Your mood.
And because I also always wake up too early.
Yeah.
So I always start my day annoyingly,
Yeah. Who takes longer to get ready? I tend to wait for him more than he waits for me, which is crazy. Maybe because he starts...
But you have a head start.
Yeah.
A long head start, so...
Yeah.
You definitely take longer. Once I'm out of the shower, between showering and dressing up, it takes a few minutes.
Who is more stubborn?
You.
You think?
Is that not your middle name?
Actually. Who is the bigger baby when sick? I know you say me, and I know you have told me that anytime we play this game, better say yourself because.
So here's the thing. You know how women always say, "Oh, men are always babies when they're sick," and everything. So she used to put mouth before and be like, you're all these men. Over time in this marriage, you have discovered the truth. My finger. Come on, pet me. Is that not all you do?
Actually, I always tell
I, on the other hand, when I'm sick, I try to fight it more before I speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to be like down.
Do you know, I always tell my kids, come on, pet me.
Like.
Just randomly. What's the next one? Who is the social butterfly? I mean, because of your job, I would say you, but you're not even the most social person.
But outside of my job, I'm not social.
You're not social. Yeah. Who works out more? Evidently, it's him. It's chosen.
Touch it.
But I'm getting there. Who requires more attention?
Hey. International.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. Now we're done with that. Let's get into the questions you guys have sent.
They sent questions.
Yes, no, I put on my stories. Please send questions for us. The first one is, how does Ebuka feel about your YouTube career? Like, he needs to answer this because, it's something. He's trying to look for a diplomatic answer.
I'm trying to...
He's trying to frame his answer.
I need full context for everything.
Yes.
So, but I'm a huge YouTube lover.
Yes.
I spend a good part of my day watching things on YouTube. But for some reason, I'm not a very big fan of personal vlogs.
Yeah.
So that's just to start off my answer. I think two things. First of all, I maybe because of the kind of work I do and what I see, what exposure does with regards to people just feeling opinionated about your life. I think was the first sort of I had, because now you're taking people along your life. Where do you stop them from having an opinion or telling you what they think you should be or you should be doing or whatever it is? So that got me very edgy, of course, because now this is more personal. You're showing yourself, you're showing the family, you're talking about your life. And then comments are just pouring in,
Yeah.
So I think I was very wary of that part, of people just having a say in your life and in our lives as an extension.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think as human beings generally, we all have opinions that evolve and change over time.
Yeah.
And we live in a world now where whatever it is you said in 2010, because it's documented online, when you change that opinion,
there's evidence.
It's no longer, oh, I've grown. It's more, well, you were this.
Yeah.
Let me give you just a weird example of, I was never a Beyonce fan.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm sure there's probably tweets from me in the past talking about how Beyonce is da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Until I watched, what was that video?
Her Netflix documentary. Baby, it's you.
Baby, it's you. Was it? I think it was that one. The one that had the octaves. Yeah. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. Yeah. I think that video. I don't know what it was about that video that changed my perspective of Beyonce. I don't call myself Beehive or anything, but I'm a huge Beyonce fan. So that's me. I think that happened 5-6 years ago. I'm not sure. Now, someone who has seen my video in the past, maybe if I take a picture of Beyonce today, now goes, get her from there. You are abusing her.
Yeah.
But it's because my opinions have changed. So with something like this, for example, it just opens you up to, you're sharing your opinions on things, right? And then down the line, you evolve and change your opinion on things. And people now come back and bash you for something that should be like, oh, she's grown, as against, well, you were terrible because you said this in the past. So I'm just very wary of, because the internet is very
things you
weird.
share, things you put out there,
and because there's digital stamps
consequences of those things.
Because social media now is such a different. It has changed how life is. you can't just change as a person anymore.
You can't evolve, you can't grow.
Whether you were 17 then, you have to have known everything about life. Nobody cares about, what your opinions were.
That's fair.
So I think those were two things that...
I definitely understand his worry, his worries as to me starting this YouTube. But I'm also like a private person, so I'm very careful as to what I will put out. I mean, I don't share a lot of the things I'm up to. I am very selective of what I choose to share. So I'm hoping that you have some sort of belief in me that I am not stupid enough to be just putting out randoms. So.
Yeah, but I mean, so far, I didn't really think you were going to be consistent with it, because you started using YouTube for 5 years.
I swear,
You just do one post really. So when you started again, I was like, let's see how the next day goes.
But to be fair,
so far it's been
I gave myself 6 months. So let's May is around the corner.
Has it been worth it so far? With regards to the views,
I don't think the views
feedback.
The feedback has been great from people that are watching. The views hasn't been as good as I wish. But like I said, 6 months is my mark, and I'll reevaluate after 6 months if it's something I still want to go ahead with or not. So
something I always wanted to ask you, because I was also watching a YouTube video about some of the biggest vloggers around the world and how they're not necessarily doing what they started off doing in their vlogs. So if you're going to evolve into something, like, I don't know, is there anything that's it could be?
I've not thought about it, but I've seen comments like, you'll be a good podcaster, but the reputation podcasts have in Nigeria. Let's not get into it. I don't know. I don't think I'm fit for that. So
but sometimes it actually just comes. It's not you don't necessarily plan it. Because I know, like, there's some few travel vloggers I know in Nigeria who didn't start off travel vlogging.
It just
and then they just found themselves in that path and ran with it. So you never know.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay. The second question is, what was Ebuka's first impression of you? Gosh.
You know already.
I know this.
So we met when we actually first met.
Yes.
It was different from when we actually first met.
Yes.
Because we met at my cousin Larry Gaga's
wedding. Traditional wedding.
You came with your brother who I went to school with.
Yeah.
But it was just a hi hello thing. Then was it the year after?
Yeah.
Or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah. He asked me for my BB pin.
That was when BBM was.
Yes.
And then we met up at a restaurant. Who had plantain porridge? And was it Ukwa that was the other person?
I can't remember.
It was a very nice Nigerian restaurant. I think you had Ukwa.
Yes.
And I had plantain porridge.
Probably.
With catfish, I remember very well. And it was an interesting lunch date. Because I think we were both sizing each other up.
Yeah.
I don't know that we thought anything was really going to happen at that time. It was just, okay, let's hang out. She was in town, I was in town. This was 2010, I think. So, first impression, I just remember then. Were you still in school then, or you had just graduated?
I had just moved back. I just got back in it. I just got back in it, so
yeah, she was giving me Jan Babe levels. This girl's nails.
I knew these nails there.
This girl's nails were here.
No, it wasn't that long. It was just like.
Let me finish.
It was of colors.
It was here like this.
That's it. Like.
Then she had like. Like now they do all these nails that are long and like the colors are. But 2010 nails. You know how to do it. Like all the colors of the rainbow and stars, and we're just in these nails. Then she had this very long, big weave. I used to
fix like 7 bundles on my head. I don't even understand
how. Like your hair was plenty.
It was a lot. It was just like.
Because wigs were not a thing at the time.
Yeah.
And I just remember seeing the hair and the nails. But the person that was talking was very shy. So I couldn't really place the personality with
the looks.
I was like, is this a whole cover up so that people just think I'm a bad bee? Meanwhile. So I think my first impression was, I don't know, I just kind of felt you were not at a place where we could be anything.
Serious, yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, okay. Nice girl, fine girl, but goodbye.
Yeah.
Literally. And I think that was it. They wouldn't see for another 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, but we used to communicate.
Yeah, we used to communicate.
On
We had
Twitter.
BBM on Twitter. I followed you on Twitter.
Sparingly.
Yeah, once in a while we would chat on BBM. But that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But our first impression was just nice girl, fine girl, but she never ready for life. She was still flying on top. Was that your school you went to? Hertfordshire.
So our next question is, where did you go on your first trip together, and how did it go?
Wasn't that our honeymoon?
Our first trip was our honeymoon. Can you imagine?
Because when we were dating, we were here.
Yeah.
You traveled a few times without me. I traveled a few times without you.
Yeah.
But our first trip together was.
I come from a sheltered family. I don't imagine.
I traveled with man.
Telling I'm going on a vacation. Hey. No, I was no. That was not even something I would have brought up or thought about. It was I was proper sheltered.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So our first trip together was Abu Dhabi and Singapore.
Yeah.
For our honeymoon. We spent 2 days in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And 7 days in Singapore, I think.
Yeah.
Altogether, it was about 9 days together.
And we stayed at the Marina Bay Sands.
It was. You said, what was it like? It was amazing.
It was amazing.
But I also found out the kind of traveler she is.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm the traveler who likes to, I go to a city, I want to walk around, take walks, explore the city, not necessarily take pictures. I like to just, so that when I come back, if I don't ever visit that country again, I know that I've seen the city. This one, on the other hand, loves hotel rooms.
Hotel shower.
And bathrooms. She said, oh my God, look at the bathroom. And that was where her excitement just stayed till we left. Let's walk to she was like, I can see it from my window. And I was like, what kind of person is
but I'm grown, I'm better now. I would do more.
You've evolved a little.
Yeah, I'll definitely
because when we went to Paris, I was surprised you actually wanted us to walk a few times.
Yeah.
That was 4 years after.
And I hate walking, Jesus.
But our honeymoon, she was just she just wanted to chill.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Singapore, we came all this way.
See, the things are we're in Marina Bay Sands. And
yes,
if you've been to
everything is there.
Everything is there. There's all the luxury stores are there. The
food is great.
The food is great. All my favorite sushi is my favorite food. And there was a bunch of restaurants. Sushi.
Infinity Pool is
Jamaican. Japanese restaurants around. So it was everything I wanted. Obviously, the Infinity Pool. We spent a lot of time. A bunch of our time there. There was this club that we
went to the night before we came back. Yeah.
Everything was there. So that's why. There was not a lot of need. There was not need for us to leave. But we stayed in this villa.
We stayed in Sentosa Island first.
Yes, for 3 days. Then
before we went to Marina Bay.
Yeah.
Famous Marina Bay. So we were by the beach side for 3 days before we went. It was a great.
It was amazing. I really enjoyed.
She tries me.
You just have to try because you don't pay for it.
We bless the Lord.
Bless the Lord. What do you love most about Cynthia?
Yeah, she's smiling.
I like this things.
No, but it's you that added this one. It's you that added
it's there.
Who asked it? What do I like? What I love most about you? It's a bunch of things. But I think I talk about your kindness a lot. And how you tend to think of people, especially your loved ones and family, sometimes before yourself. And I've seen you inconvenience yourself for family a lot. And it's just very... some people think it's normal for family, but I'm not talking regular. It's almost every time you're ready to just be in the way before everybody, or let everybody be in the way before you. You're extremely loyal. And I think a lot of your friends will agree with that as well. It's something that I don't know if I can ever get to that level of loyalty where for you it's if you're riding with someone, that term ride or die is almost literal with her. She can actually get to the die parts on top of loyalty. It's crazy. So those are two great things. I think you are an amazing mother because I watch you a lot with I was going to say our kids, with my kids. And, you know, how you interact with them, how they interact with you, and how they feel when you're not around. Even if it's just for a few hours. They come and meet me every 2 hours. Where's mommy? Is she back? And I was like, I'm here. Why are you missing her so much? So you're definitely a great mother. So you're definitely very kind, extremely loyal, great mother. The wife part is...
if I deck you,
No, you're a great wife too. You are A1 actually.
If you don't want to heal me, I'll heal myself.
Because they talk about how fights are very normal in marriages and all of that. We do have our fair share of disagreements back and forth, but we hardly have
fights.
Like fights where we're like, maybe someone walks out and bangs the door, and you know, those very rarely happen.
Or not talk for a few days.
Just like, we're not talking to each other.
Because we like gist too much.
Our mouth is always scratching us. So you now got to come back. You know, how will you now?
How you?
This is going to be biting you. Or if the other person goes out, you know, they'll have gist.
Especially me.
Cynthia can die. If we have like a small disagreement and I come back, maybe we're not talking for a few hours, she knows that I came back with gist. You just see her. She will not be coming here practicing her phone. She's not using eyeliner.
Because that's why we can't beef, because
you know here I say
we need to share information.
Just how was it?
I just give soft lunch.
Meanwhile, her body is shaking. So yeah, definitely a great wife, amazing wife.
That actually goes to the next question that I saw, which was, how do we handle conflicts? How do we?
I think we made a conscious decision very early in our marriage. We had a conversation very early in our marriage about some things that maybe have helped, right? Because like we always say, nobody knows this marriage formula. And we're 8 years going on 9 now, and we're still learning plenty lessons. One thing we always said is, no matter what it is, we're going to spend the night on the same bed. I remember we had that conversation. So no matter how you are boiling,
you can't go to the guest room.
You still feel that person's body beside you. So we spend the night every night, as long as we're in the same city. So that one happens. Then we also tend, I think, to try. I mean, your egos might get in the way sometimes, especially when you feel like, but I'm not the one who did wrong. Why should I be the one to approach? But I think we've sort of perfected the art of someone coming and saying, okay, what just happened? And we actually have a conversation about it. And I think over time, we've realized that, okay, the way this sounded the last time wasn't great. So we learn slowly from our, mistakes, errors, disagreements, or whatever it is. So we tend to talk a lot.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, we talk quite a bit. We talk things through. Yeah, I definitely agree with. These children have come to disturb us. Yes.
And Lily.
Ruby says she wants to be here to say if we're lying or not. If a gig comes along that requires you to move to the US, will we come with you?
It depends on...
It depends?
What if it's a 1 week gig?
Like move, for you to move.
Like relocate?
Of
course we'll move.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
If it's like...
I guess we're lucky enough that you are flexible with
work,
you're entrepreneur, so
yeah.
you do business.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of businesses that can run
without my physical presence.
If you were like a 9 to 5 hour...
Yeah, that would be a lot more difficult.
It would be difficult. I mean, your businesses are flexible.
Yeah.
So immediately, I mean, why would I be a year? Or for however long? I
don't even think I will be able to cope. Like, even when Ebuka has to travel for 2 weeks, like my body's already like scratching me.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. We'll definitely have to move. I think we've even had those conversations a few times. Just like, what if that happened?
Yeah.
We're both not huge fans of relocating.
Yeah.
Generally.
But the way things are moving now,
that's what I said. Not huge. It doesn't mean we are not.
Yeah.
But I mean, the world is funny now and anything can happen. It doesn't mean that if the right, perfect, great opportunity comes along,
good money,
it's not going to be jumped on. So if that ever happens, why not? Everybody will pack their bag.
I will move.
Yeah.
We move. What are your nicknames for each other?
She doesn't have nicknames for me.
Yeah.
Babe. But I've had a string.
He has a bunch for me.
There's some I don't even want to tell you because it's not people's business. I had one for you when we were dating.
Yes.
I won't tell them what it means.
Why can't you tell them?
It's not their business.
Okay.
It's my personal info.
Okay.
But DS stands for something.
Not Victoria's Secret.
Definitely not.
What do you mean by definitely not?
Bemps.
I don't like that one.
I know you don't like that one. Lebu. Which she now tries to collect from me. It's me that's even her name on my phone. That's been your name on my phone since we've been dating.
No, Onyekam.
Okay, I think one of your names, one of your phone numbers, one of your lines is Lebu.
Okay, on my phone you're stored as Hopster.
Okay.
Hopster, like.
So there's Lebu, there's Onyekam, which is my Onyeka.
And he engraved that. Oh, this one her name.
No, it's Onyekam.
Onyekam, right?
That's engraved.
Okay, yes. He engraved Onyekam on my bracelet.
Yeah. I call you babe once in a while because that's all you come. Just to partner with you amongst others. Yeah, but I don't know if you have any.
No, I don't have. I just call you.
Just babe. You need to work harder. That's why I said I'm more romantic.
So the next question is, what was the first physical thing you noticed about each other?
You start.
Yeah.
I know you want me to start, but you start.
No, I'm starting. I always tell Ebuka his eyes, he has like sad eyes, if that makes sense. I always tell him you have very sad eyes. And
small eyes.
They're small and they're like sad. So that's the reason why I can't stay mad at him, because whenever like he upsets me and I see his eyes, I just feel bad for even being upset, because he literally has he has sad eyes. So yeah, I feel like that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh, such small sad eyes.
You're feeling bad.
What have you been through? Yeah.
I think with you it was two things. First, I think it was the height. Like people always think you're not tall, but you actually are.
Yeah.
So I noticed your height, definitely, and then your smile. Those were two things I definitely noticed. Yeah. What? You've been hustling for these teeth endorsements.
See?
And they're still not called.
They're not called.
It's actually their loss, because you actually have amazing teeth.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're always having my own. But nobody else does, so it's not that big a deal. You know my teeth don't show when I smile.
Yeah, because your mouth covers your... You're lucky then.
Yeah. Is it that bad? So it's hiding.
Who is the stricter parent? Who?
Say it now. Who is strict?
What does that mean? Like, more like...
Who's tougher on both of you?
Joa has an answer, but she doesn't want to say.
Yeah, Joa is very political and
she's very diplomatic like her father.
So she doesn't want to offend.
Yeah.
But I think I am.
I know. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
I know.
I'm definitely more strict, but it doesn't mean I'm strict. Just because I'm talking based on compared.
But that doesn't mean I'm like I'm
You're
like
not lax. But I think the difference between us is they are able to manipulate you easier. So like you know when she said, oh, she likes then I come and pet me, they know now the kind of things she likes. So when she's mad or when she doesn't, when they want something, they just come and by the time they stroke her ear 3 times, she'll just hand you once and she falls. I on the other hand am more firm.
Yeah. You're firmer.
I'm firmer. I tend to try to do things I say. Mm-hmm. Like if there are consequences for things, I try to follow through, even when I feel bad or whatever it is. But when you feel bad, you just sort of let it go. But so I don't know if I'm strict. I think I'm firmer on the kids than you. But it's also great that they are not.
There's a balance.
But they're also very well behaved.
Yeah.
To be fair.
If we say so ourselves.
No, but they are. I think they are.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're perfect. I mean, they're kids.
Yeah.
But they don't give us that many headaches.
Yeah.
So generally, I think we're just grateful we don't have to do a lot of shouting or running around or, punishing and all of that. Generally, they're quite well behaved kids, and it makes the job a little easier, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. What are your toxic traits? Well, I don't know if I'll use toxic traits, but I'll just say something.
Yeah, but you know that they use that word toxic trait just loosely.
Yeah.
Basically, it means what is your vice.
Something that I don't like about Ebuka is also something that I really sometimes like about him. He's extremely diplomatic, which is something I'm not. Like, Ebuka can work with anyone. Ebuka can literally work with the most evil person and not have an issue with the person. Ebuka is able to, I don't know how he's able to control his emotions, himself. I don't know, there's just something. If you know Ebuka, like I really don't like it because I like to know where people stand. And with Ebuka, sometimes you can't tell where you stand. Like, because he will be civil with you regardless if he likes you or not.
That's a good word, civil. I'm a civil person.
Yes, but at the same time, if you don't like someone, why are you now shining teeth?
But do I necessarily
That seems
shine
like
teeth?
fake to me.
Do I shine
I'm not saying that you should be rude. I'm not like a rude person. I will not see someone and just be rude to them because I don't like them. But I will just keep my distance. I'll keep, like, if you say hi to me, I'll say hi back, but I will not try and initiate a conversation. I will not try to laugh at your jokes. I will not, But Ebuka can dislike someone so badly, but you will come in and have the most pleasant conversation with you. And just like, how are you able to do that? For me, it is like almost scary. But at the same time, I get it because like his field, you need to know how to be diplomatic. But at the same time, for me, just like, bruh, like, let's keep it moving. Like, we don't have to do this.
I think, I mean, what you said at the end makes a lot of sense because I feel like I don't know if I've always been that way because I didn't even like people generally because I was very shy and all. But I think because of what I do, where it involves a lot of human interaction, I think over time my communication and social skills have evolved to the place where I feel like if something, I also kind of know where to draw the line. If it's work related, if it's a social gathering, because I don't want things to be awkward, I kind of know how to play it. But like my personal space is still my personal space. Nobody gets invited into that space, no matter how civil I want to be. But if it's a social setting, if it's a work setting, I definitely know how to handle awkward situations. And I think maybe over time, I mean, it's 18 years of being on TV and being in this industry. So I think over time I've just kind of known how to handle colleagues and friends and workers and whatnot. So yeah, but I get you. Because you talk about it a lot. A lot. It bothers me because I'm just like... But you know my opinion on a lot of things. I do. Yeah. But what's their business? But it's just like... So here's the thing. You also really find, maybe not really, if someone does something to me or to us, right? Most times you would know. Yeah. As against when maybe I just don't like somebody. There's no... I will not say the person be both. And there's no reason for me. Unlike you, where even if the person doesn't do anything to you directly, just because of how you feel about the person, your interaction with them is affected by that. Yeah. Like if someone offends Ebuka, I've already beefed the person for 1 billion years. Like there's no return. Like because Ebuka is so unproblematic. So why are you having a problem with him? Like me, maybe I'm not friendly. My face can be like shit at times. So if you even have a problem with me, it's like understandable. But like Ebuka is like, he's always like civil. So if you have a problem with him, it's just like you have a problem, and we are now going to have a problem. It's like I'm already angry. I just want to. I want to fight him because it's not that deep. A lot of things are not that deep. So toxic traits. 2 things for me, and you've actually touched on them. First off, for sure, your impatience, and it's with a lot of things. It's with if something a situation, you tend to You're very impulsive. And then
He says I have a quick temper.
Yeah, she has
a very quick temper, apparently.
You know, there's hot temper. She's not hot temper. She's quick temper. She can have a quick temper. And it's so funny because in 5 minutes, she'll not be like, oh, why did I do that? I'm like, should have just taken a deep breath. So she's very quick tempered. She's very impatient. She also, if she wants something done, it has to happen now. And she might just think of, oh,
I want to buy corn.
I want to buy corn. The corn has to be here in 5 minutes. You know, that sort of thing. It's just like, you just thought about it. There's a process of going out to buy the corn and getting it back. She wants it now.
Now, speaking of corn, I want to sell it corn.
You know, that's what I mean by it's with everything. You're impatient. It's not even just like, you know, people who are hot-tempered, it's anger.
No.
But your patience is just impatience with things.
Yeah.
You're very, it has to happen. You know, she goes somewhere, maybe they invite her to an event for 5 o'clock. She gets there at 5 o'clock. By 5:30, she's already angry. We need to leave. And I'm just like, you also have to factor in, this is Lagos. People will not come on time. You know, it doesn't excuse it, but it's the reality of what the situation is. So you're very quick, tempered, and impatient. Secondly, of course, is your scatteredness. Oh my God.
Why are you saying I'm scattered? Like I'm scattered. I have like, it's organized chaos.
Hey,
it's not like
that's what they always say.
It's not like I'm just like, oh, my things are all over the place.
People who are scattered always say organized chaos.
It's not,
where is the organization?
It's not like I'm just like that. No, please. But I'm just.
I used to be very like. Did you guys see the Beckham documentary on Netflix?
Yeah.
Where he had his closet organized in color codes. I actually had a phase like that in my life where I was like, my shoes will be color coded, my clothes will be color coded. I can't anymore.
Do we share the wardrobe? Because we don't share the closet.
You have influenced me instead of me, because I tried to influence you for many years.
I see this one. Just say you're not that.
But you also come into my closet.
But
you tell the people when you wear my clothes.
Yeah, I always borrow his clothes.
Like.
I don't have clothes.
I currently wear my top.
Yes.
So you enter the closet anyway. And I always know when you touch my things, generally, whether it's my table, whether it's my perfume, whether it's my clothes. I just know because I know how I leave things.
Carry it to everyone.
So this is another thing I don't like. People that are not organized, and this for all of you out there, male or female who are not organized people, they like to make people who are organized feel like they're the ones who have.
Did I say anything now?
What is it? As in, me carrying for
now you carry on for it.
So yeah, those are the children. But we've learned to deal with it.
Well, I'm managing. You can't chase me.
I am meant to fool.
You can't chase me back to my father's house. So the next one is, what are each other's love language? I'm laughing because I know what he's going to say. Let me start first when he gives his sermon. I beg. Your language.
You brought me here. Now you're saying this.
Your love language is definitely.
So let's do two. My way of showing love and what you think I like as my love language. Okay.
Your way of showing love, well, to me, gift giving and quality time. I think your love language is quality time and definitely not gifts. Gifts is like the last thing. Loki, he really likes words of affirmation, but he just pretends. Like, it can't be acts of service.
Yeah.
No, it's probably words of affirmation. Definitely words of affirmation, and
I think quality time is
quality time. Yeah.
Like for me to receive, the way I receive love, quality time. What am I measuring? Maybe you are noticing it. I don't know that it's ever registered.
He likes what he's from macho, but he like die.
But yeah, I'm not a great receiver of gifts.
He doesn't really, because he always feels pressure to give.
Once anybody in life who gives me a gift, I mentally just feel like I owe the person. Yeah. But the weird thing is that's my biggest way of showing love.
Well, yeah, to me.
Yeah, to you, yeah. So I think for you showing love, quality time is probably at the top.
Yes.
Words of affirmation.
I give.
Yeah. But I don't think you give me a lot because you feel like I'm not. It doesn't really do a lot for me, but you throw it in there once in a while. You definitely do give gifts as well. Yeah. But to receive, and I kid you not, there are people like this around the world. Go and find out. It's all 5 for her.
Yes. Everything is important.
Cynthia loves gifts. She loves words of affirmation.
But words of affirmation
she
is
loves
from my
quality
first,
time. She loves acts of service. What was the last one?
Christian gifts.
I can't remember the fifth one now. All 5 share. She's inside here. But I think words of affirmation, I think, is your number one.
Yeah.
Words of affirmation is probably top. Then quality time.
Yes.
Then gifts.
Yes.
Before the others.
Physical touch is probably...
Physical touch, yeah. It's probably the last one.
Yeah.
But you like all of them.
Yeah.
Because one day we were in church. We're in church. If you're Catholic, you know how Catholic Mass is. Catholic Mass is, very solemn. You have to listen to the priest. The guy was giving homily. Until I just did that. My girl, man. Her auntie couldn't hold it anymore. Even inside church. So you definitely like physical touch.
Yeah,
that's why I say all 5 for you.
But everything is important. They're just like a different, like the hierarchy is... Yeah, different.
So she's all 5. But yeah, you show it with words of affirmation and quality time. Yeah. And you try for gifts, yeah.
See this one.
You know what?
Before we married, I didn't give her
Then what happened?
I've gotten him now. What am I going to do?
Wow. Okay. Your birthday is coming.
My birthday, he doesn't slack. His birthday is in July, so...
Before mine. So, I bet it's always before mine. So...
Your birthday is before mine.
I'm sorry, my birthday is always before her. So, she always feels like, let me do so that when I turn rich, he will...
But obviously, we can't even compare the things you give me to what I give you.
No, but you actually try. You actually give me a lot of things I need.
Yes, I'm very particular about things he needs as opposed to just giving him gifts.
Yeah, so you actually do very well with
But for him, he gives me things that he knows I will like as opposed to what I need.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But he might give him things he needs.
Yeah.
Like luxury things he needs. Don't just think I'm giving him boxers.
You reckon about what to boxer?
I've never
or handkerchief or singlets.
I mean, come on. I mean, I'm a cool baby. So the next question is, what's the biggest change you've noticed in each of us since you got married?
I think even though you blame my children for it, you've gotten more emotional.
I think it's the kids though.
She claims it was pregnancy that got her.
I was never emotional.
But she's a lot more mushy and emotional than she used to be. Like little things get you, shook. You used to claim you to be a tough baby.
Yeah,
so you're definitely more emotional now. But I also kind of, even if it's not the pregnancy, I also feel like maternal instincts, because you suddenly know I'm responsible for it. Probably plays a lot in your head where you're worrying more and all of that. But you're definitely more emotional now than.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
She still claims to be tough, but it's not working.
That toughness is there.
But where is the toughness taking you to? You don't need it. Yeah.
With Ebuka, I think he's a lot more open. If you know Ebuka, like 10 years ago, he used to be like kind of secretive. I went to something, I was like, I had to open up like layers to him to get to where he's at now. He used to be a lot like closed off, borderline secretive, and he didn't like me in his personal space. But like I literally just bulldozed my way in, and I'm just like, bruh,
talk to me,
bro. And even he was closed off emotionally too. He used to be like very guarded with like but now he's a lot more. I don't know if emotional is a word, but like you're
vulnerable.
A lot more fun. Yeah, to show your emotions.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I think I talked about it in my show, Ebuka Twins of Africa, where even with like finances, for example, that one was very strange to me.
Ebuka.
Because I always, in my head, as a family, if you are providing things,
that's all that matters.
Providing.
Yeah.
Whatever else is happening in your
account
is nobody's business. Is the family okay? Is there security for the future? Yes. Why do you need to know the figure?
Yeah.
But you were very particular with How much did they pay you?
How much did they pay you?
How much is in that account
Yes.
now?
Oh, say I really ask him. Oh, how much in your savings account?
I would just be like,
This way.
I feel like back then you used to ask me because you knew I'll be flustered. Then you now start laughing.
But he must tell me.
Just be like,
He must tell
why
me.
is she asking? Why is he happy?
But I'm sure he still has one secret account that I don't know about. But at least the popular savings I know of.
I've grown so much that we actually have a joint account.
We have a joint account.
Yeah.
I mean, we have personal accounts. So
Yeah, we have
like
personal
I have like
accounts.
3 personal accounts. He has like.
But we have a joint account.
We have a joint account.
So we pretty much know each other's finances.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's that definitely that one I know. If you had told me before that I would be here, I would have never believed it. Because I always, and it's weird because we always see all these things about how men don't like to talk about finances and, you know, and I don't know why it's a thing or if it's actually a thing, but I feel like my own was strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to put that work in. Like,
Yeah, feeling yourself.
before, because I would have left you still if you're still for me. No. That's not going to work here. What is something you wish you were better at? For me, I feel like small talk.
It's terrible in social circle.
I'm so terrible. I don't know how to.
Socially awkward.
I'm extremely socially, like, I feel like people misunderstand me because of that.
They think you're unfriendly.
They think I'm unfriendly. I'm just like awkward. Like, I don't know how to engage in like small talk. And I'm better like with one-on-one conversations as opposed to like a group setting. I'm not the kind of person that when I'm in like a group, I feel the need to be seen or be the loudest in the room, not to be seen, because I feel like you will feel my presence. You will know that I'm there. But I don't care to be the loudest in the room and for everybody to be like, oh, like that's like I don't really care for, like, I don't like attention. As that's weird to say, but I really don't like attention, right? Like, even when I walk into like an event,
you like attention, but you don't like being the center of attention.
maybe that's
you like attention from maybe like people who love you,
yes,
or your
yes,
people,
yeah,
but you don't like being the center, like
yes,
in a group.
Everybody is now like, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's a good one. I know. Yeah. Like whenever we're in gatherings, you almost want to disappear. Sometimes like you just see her like, hey, when are we leaving? I'm like, we just got
like
here.
Unfamiliar, like
spaces. Yeah, familiar spaces, definitely. What I wish I was better at. That's an interesting question. Maybe I'll take one, my personal life. Maybe I wish I was better actually at giving you words of affirmation.
Really?
Yeah. I do it, but I know you really love it.
Yeah, that's like my major.
Yeah, because it's very major for you. And because for me it's not a thing.
Yeah.
I have to almost sort of remind myself to say positive things, compliments, things like that, because it's like, because sometimes I'm like, oh, she looks great today. She looks absolutely amazing. But I've just said it in my head. Yeah. But I don't verbalize it. And so
it's funny, I never really noticed that you were not.
Yeah. I do it, but I just don't. I feel like I don't do it enough.
Okay,
because of how I feel like I know
fairs, like my people will say fairs.
Yeah. Then in my career, I hope and I wish I'm better at producing.
We're coming for that bag. We're coming for that bag.
Yeah. But we are. That's the plan. We've already started.
Okay, so Etwa, let's delve into that.
That's Ebuka Turns Up Africa. For those of you who have not watched it,
I'm gonna watch it though.
It's currently streaming.
Actually, someone asked they're going to season 2. We don't know, but
yeah, there's it's streaming on Prime Video now. If you haven't watched it anywhere in the world, you can catch it. It's really dope. I executive produced on that with a group of people. It was a great experience, like you saw, like I hope you guys have seen as well. First of all, thank you for allowing me to do it, because not many women would allow their husbands just go on a trip with boys. They're like, I'm coming. What do you mean I'm not going to be part of this trip? You know, it was a great experience being on both ends as a cast member and
A producer.
as the producer as well. At least working with the production on both ends. It was quite eye-opening, and I'm just hoping I can do more of that. Will be season 2. Go and watch season 1 first.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. But I mean,
Cross.
I didn't tell you season 1 was coming anyway. So when you see season 2,
You take it
it
like
will
that.
shock you like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the plan is to also do a lot more things on television, production-wise, and expand this Ebuka brand to higher heights. Maybe we'll not come and produce your YouTube and give you.
I can't afford you. I can't afford you.
Yeah, so it was great. Did you like it?
I loved it too. I feel like I watched it more than you.
I know you've said it to me, but
Yeah.
did you actually like it?
I obviously liked it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you if I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Or I won't say I didn't like it actually. I'll just be like,
You just won't give compliments.
I won't give, but like I'm proper like pushing it, encouraging a lot of my friends to watch.
She's watched it more than me.
I watched a lot, and I will know. You know me now.
Yeah.
I won't watch it if I didn't like it. So I'm proud of you, boo. Oh,
Merci.
I'm proud. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So guys, that comes to the end of my Q&A session with Lebu.
Do I get paid?
Eh?
I thought you'd be waiting for me now, so I don't get paid or.
So this one. Anyway, thank you for coming. I appreciate you, even if I had to beg you. So so thank you, and please watch, subscribe, like for more Cynthia, share for more Cynthia Obi-Uchendu content, and let's see if we'll continue this. All right, peace out. See ya.